Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next bout of the evening. This is an amateur A-class bout for number 3, 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Your first fighter, stepping into the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, Carnell!
Right here at Rage in the Cage 2 in Stoke, in association with Stoke Fight Factory. I'm Brad 48 Wharton, joined on the mic as ever by Jamie the Haymaker Hay. Daniel Carnell coming to the cage, Jamie, fighting out of Impact in Stoke. Going to have this partisan crowd right behind him.
Yeah, he is indeed. He looks like he's got a big crowd with him already. Had a chat with him this morning. He looks really, really up for this fight, to be honest. Don't know a great deal about Balal Mann, which is always a bit of an awkward one to go into, isn't it, when you don't know much about a fighter. There's not much about him on the internet or anything, so it's quite hard to prepare for a fight that you don't know what you're going to get.
Well, he's fighting out Spirit Dojo in Nottingham, so going to be a striker. I'll put some money on that.
Yeah, you'd imagine so. Have we got another beard as well? Yeah, I think we've got another beard coming in, Brad.
Just about a beard.
We can class it as a beard.
50-50, I think, on this one.
Yeah,
big crowd behind him there.
And his opponent, stepping into the cage and fighting out of the red corner, Balal!
So, with Spirit Dojo, is this the same one as Paul Daly's team?
I believe so. I can't see there being two spirits in Nottingham, but not entirely sure.
I know Paul's put a lot of hard work into Spirit Dojo over the past 2 years or so, where he's really been working hard with a lot of the amateurs and bringing them on. And like you say, it is a very good Thai boxing gym.
Anything with any association to Paul Daly, you know it's going to be down when it comes to Thai boxing.
Let's just see if they've got a left hand like him.
We can only hope. Could be some fireworks here. And team, we're just performing the final checks as Balal Mann makes his cage entrance. And we're going to throw it back up to Saif Khan now, who's going to get this one underway.
Now your official introduction. The fighter fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 66. He's at 27, stands at 5'8". He fights out of Impact Fighting Arts and hails from Stoke, Carnell! Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 64.6. He's at 22, stands at 5'10". He fights out of Liberty Gym and hails from Nottingham, Balal Mann!
Yeah, one's got a beard and one's not.
Exactly. And it's Carnell rushing straight in, pressing his man against the cage there. Going to get that head down nice and low to control the position. Mann's got to be looking for the underhooks here, try and switch this one round.
Yeah, he needs to get them underhooks in, otherwise he's going to get taken down here.
Perhaps looking for a high crotch takedown now is Dan Carnell. Content to control his man against the cage, take his time.
I think he's pretty clear that Carnell wants to get this to the floor.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want to stand with like a Thai boxer, basically.
It is the smart game plan. Put the fight where you're strongest. And it looks like Dan Carnell's going to be strongest on the ground because he's putting a lot of energy and a lot of effort into taking this fight to the mat, Jamie.
This is the problem. I think he's exerting a lot of energy here. And if this gets into the latter rounds, this can cause you quite a lot of trouble, especially so early on as well, where you're going for a takedown that's not actually there at the minute. Your arms are burning out. You've got to be very careful, haven't you, Brad?
Absolutely. We talked a lot about Carnell here, but let's give it up for Balal Mann. Some fantastic takedown defence. He's really been able to dig in here and stop this takedown and then wearing his man out.
Yeah, he's doing everything right. The only thing he's not really got is the underhook with that left arm, but he's got that. He's got the left arm of Carnell tied up there, so he's not allowing him to drop, is he?
And we've got to see how long now Dan Carnell is willing to pursue this endeavour. Neil Hall's already called for action, possibly thinking about breaking these guys up.
And we know Neil Hall as well. He's a veteran referee, and he will basically break any fighter up. But he's not scared to jump in.
No nonsense from Neil Hall. Nice, a couple of knees there from Balal Mann.
That's a big left hand though.
Launching some strikes now, staring his man down. Nice left hook.
Swinging left hook there. Back in the same position.
He had his hands dangerously low in that exchange. Clearly no respect for the striking of Daniel Carnell.
Taking some big knees there to the inside of the thigh. Real, not a nice position to be hitting each and every time. It's going to cause damage to the leg, weaken him.
And as you know, when you're throwing strikes, all the power starts off coming from your legs. You don't want your legs taken out from under you as a striker. You won't be able to generate that same power as the fight goes on. Yeah, absolutely, Brad. And Dan Carnell just grinding against Balal Mann here, wearing him out with these shots. Oh, a nice knee to the head from Carnell there. And another one, not sure that one quite connected.
The first one definitely did. I think he might have got a cut as well from that.
10 seconds to go in this first round. It looks like we might be going to the second phase for the first time here at Rage in the Cage 2.
He's taking some blistering knees, isn't it, to the inside of the thigh. He really is. Yeah, he's definitely cut open.
And Mann looking possibly like he had a slight limp there walking back to his corner, possibly from those knees. So Jamie, got to give that first round to Dan Carnell. Not a whole lot happened, but he was the man who had the cage control.
Exactly, he controlled it.
In the fight.
Yeah, he seemed to control against the cage. Even though he couldn't quite get that takedown, you're probably going to be looking at by the end of the second round when these two start to tire. If Carnell's got the energy, he will be getting the takedowns by that point. It's going to be quite hard to stop him as the longer the fight goes on.
But what does Balal Mann have to do in this one in order to get back in this fight?
For me, he needs to get his distance and try and turn it into a stand-up fight. You know, as Carnell's coming in for the underhooks to get him against the cage again, he needs to start pushing him off, getting good movement and circling.
He's got to keep this fight at range if he wants to score. We saw the confidence he's got in his striking when he had that brief stand-up exchange. Let's see if he can engage another one as we head into the second round here at Rage in the Cage 2. Balal Mann, Dan Carnell, round 2. Let's get this one underway.
Oh, straight in there. So you see, Carnell's done the right thing there. He's not let Mann get his distance at all. He's just gone straight in again to go for that takedown.
It's a nice straight kick to the body to start things off, and then he's immediately clinched up, closed that gap, and this is all Dan Carnell's game from here. Yeah,
I think Balal Mann made the schoolboy error there, what a lot of people do, going into the second round and try and touch gloves. It's a pointless thing for my liking. You got to be very, very careful doing it, because that can happen. You get a front kick to the face.
Look, if that high crotch now, not quite got it. Perhaps going for a single leg, switching to a double.
Yeah, I'd like to see that bit of an ankle pick, to be honest. All he needs to do there is drop down for that ankle, and he can probably get a take on that.
You know, he tried from this position so long in the first round. You've got to think he's got to switch things up. It's not working for him at the moment. He's winning the fight, but he's not getting the takedown that he's looking for. And Neil Hall once again calling for action. I think as this fight goes on, Neil's maybe not been giving him that much time to operate. He was about to step in there, actually, but it looked like Balal Mann was about to switch positions. Perhaps a lucky break there for Dan Carnell.
See, Balal Mann, what he's doing is he's tying that left arm up of Carnell each time, and it's stopping him being able to go down to get the full takedown. So it's a good move from Mann, so we've got to give him some praise on his takedown defence here.
Absolutely, fantastic takedown defence. But, you know, this is a fight, and you don't win purely on defence. He's got to mount some offence at some point.
Absolutely, Brad. He's really struggling to drop down for that leg, isn't he?
It's just not happening for him. We've got a real stalemate going on at this point in the fight.
Neil's going to step in now. Yeah, there we go.
And can Balal Mann do something with this space? He's looking tired, actually, is Balal Mann. And he immediately lets Carnell tie him up against the fence again.
It's just not the position that he wants to be in. I mean, he can try and drop his shoulder and turn, but, I mean, it's not a really great position at the minute. Took another knee there.
You know, it might not be the most aesthetically pleasing style, but Daniel Carnell is doing a great job of wearing Balal Mann out, and it looked like when we did see the break, you know, there was no explosive energy in Mann. He couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah. Not forgetting, you know, a lot of people, you know, made careers over in this kind of a fight. You know, Randy Couture being one of them, but he just took a big knee there, Carnell, to the face.
He did, and the right hand behind it. But again, not enough.
He is making it his own fight, is Carnell here. He's doing exactly what he wants to do, and he has definitely got the cage control. This is ending up exactly where he wants it every time, using that dirty boxing against the cage. I think he's kind of give up on the takedowns now.
And Balal Mann's corner giving him some great advice there, telling him that he has to get that underhook. He's got to do something there.
Again, he's tying the arm up though, but he needs that left underhook. He needs to get that left underhook.
And Carnell happy to ride out that round in that position against the cage.
Well, Carnell just got a telling off there off Neil Hall. He had a bit of aftermath after the bell. Neil's had to just drag him apart and just tell him, basically, watch himself. I think he tried to sort of shoulder into Mann's face there.
Perhaps a little bit of frustration from Daniel Carnell that he's not been able to secure that takedown so far. But it's Balal Mann now who's got everything to do in this fight. He is a long way behind on the judges' scorecard, surely at this point. 2 10-9 rounds in favour of Daniel Carnell from where I'm sitting. I'm sure where the judges are sitting too. It's all on Balal Mann to do something here. He's got to get a finish, Jamie.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, Carnell's done the right thing here. He's made this fight his own. And what we've got to do now is, with Mann in this third round, he's got to come out and he's got to go for the stoppage. There's no other way about it. You know, a 10-8 round wouldn't even do anything for him now.
No. You know, at this point, if I'm Balal Mann, I'm swinging for the fences. As soon as the buzzer goes, I am swinging for the fences. And nice show of sportsmanship there after that little bit of extracurricular at the end of the second round.
It's always good to see.
And here we go for the third.
He's done it again. See, that it's a real issue going in and trying to touch gloves.
But he's able to keep away this time, keeping the distance, and he's landed some nice right hands there.
He caught him with 2 right uppercuts there. We're back in the exact same position again. Carnell has spent the majority of this fight so far.
And he is happy to do so.
And exactly what I was saying before, Brad, where, you know, as Mann's getting more tired, the takedown will become slightly easier.
It's not been easy so far.
It's not at all.
Balal Mann trying to create a little bit of space to throw some shots, but he's not going to throw any kind of knockout blow from this position. He needs to turn his man to the cage, he needs to break away, and he's got to be thinking about a big left or right hook, perhaps a big uppercut as Carnell comes in. But he's got to get out of this position first.
He could go for a lift here. I tell you what though, Mann's defence is very, very strong.
Very strong. Yeah, that's been the story of this fight, and you know, if things continue as they are, and as it appears now, Daniel Carnell will take the decision. At least Mann can take away from this fight that his takedown defence is second to none.
Oh yeah, superb. I mean, I don't think his legs have even lifted off the ground as of yet. It's phenomenal takedown defence.
His legs have taken a lot of big knees on the inside.
You've got to give some real respect to Carnell, because he's made, like I say, he's made this fight into a dirty boxing match, and he's, you know, against a distance fighter. So he's exactly what he needed to do. Even though he's not got the takedowns, he's still done a lot of damage.
Well, I'm sure that was always the game plan, close the distance. As you say, he's not been able to get the takedowns, but he's completely shut Balal Mann down in this fight.
And I tell you what, Mann will not be able to walk for the next couple of days after these knees he's taken.
Absolutely not. Can only hope he's not entering tomorrow's National Hopscotch Championships, because he's not going to do well.
No, he won't do well at all.
And it's Dan Carnell continuing to put these knees in. As you said, Jamie, he seems content not to go for the takedowns anymore. He don't want to waste too much energy and risk leaving an opening late in the fight. He's happy to pressure his man against the cage, use his weight and chip away. And Neil Hall perhaps giving Balal Mann his last chance of this fight now.
Yeah, but exactly the same position each time. He gets exactly where he wants to get him every time, except to the floor.
It's almost like watching a loop. You know, Daniel Carnell comes in, Balal Mann grabs the back of the head, drops in maybe 1 or 2 short hooks or uppercuts, but then immediately pressed against the fence, immediately getting worn out with these knees. We've seen it so many times during this fight, Jamie.
We have indeed. This is exactly what, going back to the early days of Randy Couture, when he used to, if he couldn't get the takedown on someone against the heavyweights, he would always beast the legs and a dirty box and win the fights throughout, you know. It's a great game plan. That's a good win for Carnell, that.
It is a great game plan. It worked here for Daniel Carnell, surely taking all 3 rounds here.
the centre of the cage, please. Fighters to the centre of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored us in favour of your winner. In the blue corner, Dan Carnell! Please show your appreciation for Balal, Mann! Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a short interval. During the interval, the ring girls are going to be going around. Please give generously. It's for Destination Wonder for terminally ill children. Thank you.